Welcome back, everybody, to This Is My Bourbon Podcast. I'm your host, Perry. I'm a little bit stuffed up this week. That's okay, though. There were tornadoes that went through the state of Kentucky. We're all safe and fine. It's just my allergies and the fact that we had 4 different seasons in 1 week have just messed me up. But I'm happy to report that my co-host, the Whiskey Mutant, is still here with me, as he always is.
That's comedy.
And he's dressed like the nightmare of your dreams.
Welcome to Primetime, bitch.
I'm probably going to have to cut out the swear. So,
why?
Well,
It's a dog. It's a female dog.
Oh, do you meant it in that?
It's a dog.
Oh, okay.
It's a doggy.
Well, hey, I didn't know.
It's a doogie.
I'm glad that you clarified it, because the YouTube censors don't always catch it.
YouTube intern that's going through this episode to check everything.
Did you watch my live stream last night?
No.
Because I talked to the YouTube intern last night.
Did you?
I did.
I didn't watch it. I'm sorry.
You don't want me anymore.
I do love you, but you also stream earlier now, and now that's like kid time.
That's fair.
When I gotta play with the kids.
But by the time that like it gets to when you would normally watch is when I'm getting to like the reviewing, and I'm usually a little tipsy by then too. So
well,
it's
that's
the
how
fun
you
part.
do it.
So what are you complaining about?
I'm not. You're complaining.
I'm not complaining about anything.
You said I don't love you anymore.
Oh, I did say that part, didn't I?
Yeah, you're complaining about my love.
I shouldn't have.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. Boy, it's a roller coaster of an episode already, isn't it?
It's comedy.
I already have to cough.
If you like to cough, then go to patreon.com.
There's going to be a lot of that, I'm sorry.
For as little as $1 a month,
Thank
you can
you.
support the show. But at $5, you get all the bonus stuff. You will get the episode you're listening to right now, a day early, uncut. You'll hear all the stuff that Perry says. Eric, don't say that. You're getting canceled. I'm trying to do better. You'll also get all the first access to everything. We've got bonus episodes. There's a pregame chat that we just had that we got a little emotional because of the weekend's coming up.
It is.
10-bit weekend's coming up, and we got to get it rolling. We need some bodies. We need some people to come.
If you want to donate your body to This Is My Bourbon Weekend 2024.
We've got a lot of stuff planned, and we need you to be there. And then we will also have the live show tickets going on soon, to which if you can't make it to the VIP, which some of our friends can't, but they're going to be at the live show. And the live show is just going to be bigger than ever, and we're going to it's going to be a little better than it has been. You're going to have a little bit more freedom. You're going to be able to share a little bit more bottles. You're going to be able to interact with us more during the show. We've got the whole thing planned. We want you there. Get on it. Come hang out. Lexington, Kentucky. May 25th is that right? May 25th, the live show, Saturday night?
I think so.
The whole weekend,
Yes.
we're hanging out. VIP weekend, you get that VIP ticket. You come in Thursday. We're going to hang out Thursday night. We're going to go do a bunch of stuff Friday. We're going to do a Patreon only recording Friday. We're even going to record an episode.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
No, it's not like it has been where, they're just going to play the live show the next week or whatever. We'll record the live show. We'll put it out there somewhere. We're going to make an episode just like this. You could be on Flying Blind or Sips and Snacks right here beside me, sitting right here with me.
And me.
And him.
This guy.
And you know what we usually do, like I just said, Sips and Snacks, where we pair something for you, or we do Flying Blind, where guess what? We blind each other.
Let me know, by the way. I want to bring this up. I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt you. I'm going to let you finish.
On a roll.
I know you were. If I let you go any further, though, I might not have ever regained control of this podcast. Catch your breath.
Catching my breath.
I want to know.
I want to know.
Not the usual people who listen to the podcast. Your Tonys, your Bills, your Dons, your Jareds.
Not the usual suspects. What do you want to know?
When you listen to the podcast every week, who reads the description of the episodes? Because I typically put a lot of work into those, not just for like SEO, like for people who are just trying to, find a good bourbon podcast to listen to about different topics or about what's going on or about would put out this particular product or, Pappy. I don't know. Whatever.
Bland.
But sometimes I throw in little like Easter eggs about
Sometimes you tell a story.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
And it's really fun.
Yeah.
So I don't know the best way to do this. Instagram DMs, at my bourbon pod, tweet, threads, email.
Yeah.
This is my bourbon shop at gmail.com.
Facebook.
I got to get the other email. Surely, like, if I just get like, this is my bourbon podcast at gmail.com
this
or my bourbon pod
email at gmail.com.
I want to see. Let's
Surely
just see.
That's already taken.
This is my email at
Gmail.
Oops. Huh.
Who are you?
Hello.
Hello.
I was just curious if this email address belonged
just say, I was just curious, is this my email? This isn't the first time I'm doing email. Take your name out.
Okay. Like
Grandpa. This is my first time doing email. Is this my email?
Oh, okay. Is this my email? This is my first time doing email. Robert.
Send. Yes. All right. That's fun. I love when
I'm definitely gonna get a message undeliverable.
I love when
web daemon error.
When people.
Yeah, here we go. Oh, recipient inbox full.
A lot of old people are doing that. A lot of old people are getting confused and typing "this is my email" at gmail.com.
Their inbox is out of storage space and inactive. That's a shame.
Email it back and say, "How do I take over?"
I don't feel like it.
Okay.
All right.
Do you want to drink something?
Sure.
Do you want to be blinded? Because
I want to be blind? Not in this economy.
This is Flying Blind, the segment where we blind each other. And this week I'm blinding Perry. And I apologize because I made it sound like last week during the bell rings we were going to come back and do a certain pairing for Emily.
But he may have embellished a little bit.
I may have potted it a little and lied. What? What?
Do you know why I said that?
You
know why I said that?
Are you not happy?
No, I said that because that might have been the podcast that said that Thin Mints don't pair.
I know. Oh. That was the joke. That was the joke.
I can't do anything these days, folks.
That was the joke.
The art of subtlety is lost. As I scream at my co-host about
I've got
my jokes.
I've got a special bottle.
Oh.
That
Redneck Riviera.
Hell yeah, brother.
Here we go.
I love
Rev 'em up.
I love this bottle. And there's only a little bit left. And we may, I don't know, we may have a little bit left after this, but it's almost gone. But I love it. And I'm going to blind Perry and see what he thinks. I don't think he's had this particular one.
I hate myself for all the editing I have to do later.
Why do you got to edit? Just put it full send.
No.
Oh, yeah. We got enough to share a little bit later.
Cool.
Put it back so he doesn't see. You can come back now. You can come back to me. Come back to me, baby. Swirl it.
Give it the porter swirl. Dadgum.
Tell him what you smell.
I am getting a lot of oak.
Yeah.
Primarily.
Okay.
There's like a mesquite note on there too. Okay. Weirdly enough.
Okay.
I like it.
You like that?
Yeah.
You like that?
You have to be weird about it.
That's just too good.
It's simply too good.
We gotta figure out how to make money off this. That's just delicious.
It's very good. Did you see, by the way, that the New York
show?
I think you should leave live show. Yeah, I'm so bummed that it's not coming around.
I was like, oh.
Did you also know that? I'll come back to the I think you should leave thing in a second, but that Cowboy Bebop Live is going to be at the Lexington Opera House soon.
Yeah, I'm going to be there.
Are you really?
Yeah, Sunday night.
Nice.
Yeah. Me and two of my friends that were in the band together, we all liked Cowboy Bebop, and they all bought tickets.
Very
and I
cool.
was like, yeah, so we're going to go hang out
Nice.
Sunday night.
I just found out about it tonight. Lucy let me know.
Lucy let you know?
Yeah.
Lucy let you know? That's why she beat you to She said, well, why didn't you know about this sooner? And she punched you in the ribs. Yes, I will report back on that.
Anyway, so the Mets have a
I saw it.
yeah, they have a
Driving
filter crooner. Did you say croomer? You said croomer, dude.
I did say croomer. Crooner.
Thank you.
Sorry, I said the wrong thing.
So
what does crooner mean?
It's probably on Urban Dictionary or something.
Maybe that's what we're getting canceled.
So the driving crooner is a sketch from I Think You Should Leave, and the Mets have a filter on their.
I'm going to start using croomer.
Oh, cringe and boomer at the same time.
I know a lot of y'all on Instagram that are croomers.
Anyway, on their jumbotron, where it cuts away and people are doing the. He's trying to ruin it. He's trying to ruin it. He's trying to make it look fake. Anyway, I don't know what this is, by the way.
Do you like it? That's the only thing.
Mm-hmm.
When I drink this, I don't get a lot of like distinct notes or anything. There is one particular note.
Just very good.
There's one particular note I get that if I said it, you would probably be able to guess it because I've said it a lot. But when I drink this, and like I've milked this bottle for a while, it just reminds me of just how good whiskey is and bourbon is, and it's just soothing. Like it just tastes good. It doesn't. I'm not talking about like, oh, this is just your normal old bourbon. I'm saying this is bourbon, and you've just put a little extra touch on it. And it's like this is something you would give to somebody, be like, hey, this is why bourbon is special.
Mm-hmm.
So this is. Oh, he's a tater, boys.
Oh boy,
this is an 8-year Willet single barrel bourbon.
They're coming after you,
but. This is one of the lower proof ones that I've had.
I saw that.
109.6 proof.
It's crazy.
Yeah. This is from 2020. This is a line share.
Nice.
Bottle 89 out of 192. And see, I only got a little bit left now.
Tell me about Lion's Share, because I really don't know much about them, but I know that they are like the people or group or whatever to pick Willet.
Well, they're actually, I don't know what people they send to do it, but Lion's Share picks are the Heidelberg distributors, like Republic Distributing, and so
really?
They're the distributors who have Willet and like Wilderness Trail and different things like that. And when their picks, like their distributor picks, they call them the Lion's Share.
Gotcha.
But I don't know who they actually use. But
I understand.
But say I got this from Ernie's. And so when they got they got like 4 bottles of it. And so all the people that are on that route or whatever probably got so many bottles of it. So, yeah, it's Heidelberg's picking group. Yeah. That picks for the whole distributors or whatever.
I gotcha.
So, yeah, that's all that's left. We'll finish that again sometime. Yeah.
Not tonight. No. We got more to get to.
But you know what we should get to?
What we've been drinking recently?
What have you been drinking?
Have you been watching? I watched the
whole 3rd season.
You know what's funny is that I've been like thinking about watching it again recently. I
watched the whole 3rd season the other day.
I think that's my my project for the next week, if I can stop playing Minecraft, which we'll talk about later.
When I've been trying to go to sleep at night, because the boys have been awake doing all stuff, and I'm just laying there. I've watched like a couple episodes. I've watched the whole 3rd season this week.
Oh, man, I think I've seen the 3rd season like 5 times now.
I've at least watched it 4. This is probably my 5th time watching it.
it gets better every single time that I've seen
I laugh out loud every time, and I'm always ready for the joke, and I always laugh even more.
Yeah. Have you gotten to the point where you have a favorite sketch
from this season?
Yeah, from the third season.
I swear, I think it's because I'm like I played Dash's VR and stuff.
I knew you were going to say that for some reason.
One.
Yeah, I don't know how to work the body.
And I love I can't remember her name. She's in the Bear, but she's the host.
Yeah.
She's great, and I just love that whole sketch because the little kid cusses and like it's just so funny. Like,
it's so out of pocket, man. It's
and
so
the
good.
ending, like when he's actually a dummy or whatever. Like I love everything about that. That's probably one of my favorite, and I do love the reality show one, the Finding Love. Or whatever.
Yeah. He's just here for the zip line.
Oh man,
are you sure?
Oh. You said your face looks like a clock. I didn't say that.
Man. All right. Yeah. Well, going back this week and rewatching all that. I guess I'll go back to Sunday for Easter, where I really didn't have a whole lot that I got. Is it almost your bedtime?
Yeah, I was like, man, I better say this. Blah, blah, blah.
We got 12 minutes.
12 minutes, baby. Let's do this. No,
we forgot to mention
it's Friday night, baby.
We're recording this at night. This is another late night Timbit recording.
I will say. I mean, my life has completely changed since my new job, where I start the day off at like 5 a.m. and I used to be the guy that was like,
I know.
I'll stay up fucking 24 hours.
I know.
And now I'm like, I gotta go to bed.
Can I go to sleep at 8 o'clock?
Is it okay if I go ahead?
When's dinner? 4:30?
Yeah, exactly. It's crazy.
I'm gonna get me the Nighthawk special. We gotta go to Columbia Steakhouse.
Nighthawk special. You know how people want to order that all the time at work? Not the Nighthawk special, but from Columbia.
Yeah.
I love the chicken and stuff. It can cost like $25.
It's ridiculous
for like a chicken tender.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Anyway,
even going there, it's not the cheapest.
The cheapest.
I'm sick. You said Krumer.
I did say Krumer, and I'm glad I did because we found out what
we found a new slang word. Yeah. Anyway, I didn't really drink a whole lot on Easter, and you know, I've still been cutting back anyway because of my new meds. But I did bring a bag to mom and dad's. You
always have a bag.
Well, I feel like
I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm just saying you always have a bag.
I feel like it's, you know, my like
duty.
Yeah.
Honor.
And people kind of, that was my phone. Oh. People kind of think like
he's the guy with the bag.
You know, that's kind of his shtick. He's the bourbon guy. I don't always love it, but I'm at least able to, you know, bring things for people to.
It's like Batman in Gotham.
I'm the bourbon guy. Anyway, so I brought that new Booker's for Dad to try.
Yeah.
He was kind of in the same boat as we were.
The funny thing is, I've actually seen a lot of people being like, "This is great."
Yeah, I know. I had a buddy at work who said he said he'd never had Booker's before, and before listening to the podcast, he bought a bottle, and then he listened to it, and he was like, I might regret this. But then he told me he'd never had it before, and I was like, well, you might actually enjoy it. So I'm just curious what he, you know.
Could you imagine if that was your first experience with Booker's?
I don't know. I mean, it could be, you know, when Blue Knight's batch came out, that was in 2017-ish, I think.
Was it like second or third? I can't remember.
I don't remember. I think it was 2017-02. I might be wrong. Everybody was saying, oh, it was so hot. You know, it was way too hot for Booker's and everything.
Yeah.
But I remember having it back then, and that was one of my first batches of Bookers.
Yeah.
And being like, this is really good.
Yeah.
So it's very possible that if the Springfield batch is your first batch,
imagine
everybody's first batch of Bookers is somebody's like least favorite batch. You know what I mean?
having this batch and
Or
then going back.
That's not. I did whatever.
Imagine starting with this and then going backwards. And you get to like.
But I've done. I mean, I did that. We've all done that. Think about that batch that we had with Todd Cooper.
I know, but I'm saying now. Now.
Yeah.
You see that they would get to the batches that like we started at.
Yeah. Front porch batch.
Yes.
Center cut.
Kentucky Chew.
Bluegrass batch.
The ham. Country ham.
Grandma's
butt cheeks.
Yeah.
Her biscuits. Kitchen sink.
What's the difference between jam and jelly batch?
You got me. You got me.
Anyway, I also had him try that New Riff pick from Jackson's. But otherwise, I mean, I've still been drinking on that Booker's just to kind of like use it as medicine throughout the week, just to kind of clear up my sinuses.
But make some old fashions on
it. That's not a bad idea. What was the
mammoth?
The Mastodon. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Booker's old
at
fashioned.
OBC. I don't know if they still do it.
I think it's a secret menu,
but I think it is too.
No
but
joke. Like that's all serious.
But they would make an old fashioned out of Booker's, and you would have to ask for the Mastodon. It at least so. Iverson's not there anymore. Yeah, when he graduated from college. I don't want to sneeze.
Do it. A sneeze is like what? Like 2% of an orgasm.
It's an eighth of an organism.
I sneezed all day one day because I was lonely.
Why not just masturbate?
I was in a public place. I couldn't do that. I was at like work or something. I was like shopping at Kroger and stuff. I would have definitely got in trouble.
You got a pepper shaker?
Yeah, I'm just sneezing all day.
Sir, you're gonna have to leave or go to the bathroom.
It took me like 4 hours to actually have like.
All right, never mind. I don't have to sneeze anymore.
Okay.
Anyway, it was called the Mastodon. And it was an old fashioned made with Booker's. That's the whole thing. I'll have to try it.
Old fashions with barrel proof whiskey or high proof whiskey is just another level.
Yeah. And I need to probably make a hot toddy with one.
Yeah.
Anyway. And then I had my live stream last night where I tried the 15 Stars First West Rye and the private stock 8 and 15-year-old bourbon blend. And go check out that live stream.
Nice. Check it out.
Good stuff. What about you? What you been drinking?
Well, I tried those same things on the pregame chats. So once again, patreon.com/mybourbonpodcast. Check it out. Let's see. What did I have? On Easter, I don't think I had anything really different. I did get a new bottle of a Weller Antique recently.
I saw that. Yeah.
MSRP, just straight up normal. One of my favorite whiskeys. I had a little bit of it the night I got it. Tastes like strawberries, just like always. Me and April ran up to Harry's one evening and did a little quick date together. Since we've been with the kids all week while they're on spring break. I had one of their old fashions, and they make it with Elijah Craig, and then they do like a black tea bitters or something like that. Ooh, it's so good. It's like a very desserty, sweet old fashioned. And Harry's is like the outside of Malone's, which is also part of OBC, and so you can get a lot of the same picks and the food and everything there. And then what else? I think that's about it.
Sorry.
What?
Sorry. I turned the wrong way.
Oh, you're hurting.
Yeah. So for anybody who it's everybody, I haven't talked about it on the podcast. With all of my hacking and coughing and sneezing, I cracked or bruised a rib. So I'll turn the wrong way.
Sure you did. Sneezing.
Well, I didn't go 9 rounds with Floyd Mayweather, did I?
I mean, you don't talk about Fight Club.
I would prefer to have.
I know what you do on your spare time.
Yeah.
I know what you do.
Anyway, it does not take much, but I'll just like lean the wrong way and it's miserable. I'm sorry.
Lean back.
Huh. That does feel nice.
Told you. Just do the show like that.
I don't want to. Two pump chump.
So yeah, that's what I've had to drink this week.
Well, I didn't let you know what we were going to be reviewing.
Oh yeah, you said
this week.
You gave me a little like you're going.
I gave you an option,
right? And you said something that made me say, "Okay, you surprised me."
Yeah.
Should I do this blind? Or no?
I don't know, because there's almost like a progressive tasting involved with this as well. Well, it's at least to refamiliarize you with this flavor profile or this company's product.
Oh God!
At the very least.
Oh God!
It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing at all.
When you gave me the option, you said something like, "You're not gonna like," or what did you say?
Let's just go for it.
Let me feel the bottle. Has anybody ever done a blind? Where
do you want
the
well, they're both shaped the same.
Okay.
So I'll give you the one that we're just going to taste to familiarize ourselves with first. Okay. You're gonna break your glass.
Oh, it's a shorty.
Kind of, weirdly, but it's still a 750.
Huh. Well, interesting. What does that say? Yeah, major award.
Do you want to feel the I don't know what this is actually giving you.
It feels the same.
Yeah, it's literally the same.
That's why you said that text. That's why you said that.
Yeah.
Okay. I know. Okay. I kind of wish I would have went in blind on that one.
Really?
Yeah. Mix them up. I know what.
You're gonna know.
Oh, okay.
There's no point in doing them blind in like a true blind,
right?
Because this is very clearly a distinctly cast strength bourbon.
Gotcha. Okay, never mind then.
So what we have in front of us is we're going to actually be reviewing the Ben Holladay Bourbon Lore 18 barrel blend cast strength release. We're going to start out with the 6-year-old bottled and bond bourbon, just to get our palates acclimated to it. And then we're going to take the time to break down the limited release of it, which sold out online in under a minute.
But couldn't you get like a secret password or something to get it?
Well, I bought my bottle on Family and Friends Day.
Okay.
Which means I wasn't special enough to get sent one before before it became even available to the people who still had to pay money. So,
okay,
what are you gonna do? It's fine. I mean, I'm fine. I am not even like close enough with Ben Holladay to even expect like that kind of treatment. You know what I mean?
No, I got you.
Like, it's fine. It's whatever. I'm excited for you to try this. I'm very interested. We're gonna start just with this on its own.
Okay. When's the last time I had this?
Been about a month or so, right?
Yeah.
I really love this bourbon. I really do.
first time we had this was at the meetup.
Yeah, Peggy.
Mm-hmm.
Peggy No Stevens.
Brought it.
But it wasn't even
the red weed or something.
It wasn't the rye bourbon. It was the soft red weed.
Yeah, but that's the first time I'd ever had Ben Holladay.
Yeah.
Which I really like that. It's
I just think it's spectacular, dude.
It's very like pie crust, like cherry pie crust. Like
Yeah.
you got some cherry in there, and it's like a doughy pie crust smell.
Yeah.
It's very cherry, which I like.
But it's
a cherry
also
sucker.
Oh my gosh. I get so much gingerbread man on it.
Gingerbread man?
Yeah. Specifically, like once it's been baked into like a gingerbread man cookie.
Yeah.
With the icing and even the little like candy dots on it and everything.
That's kind of more what I get on the nose, and then I get more of like the pie filling on the palate.
I see that.
I get the sweetness on the palate.
Yeah.
And the doughy, the spices, the baking spices and stuff on the nose. This is delicious.
It's so good. And remember what we said when we had this specific bottle a month ago. What would this be like at cast strength?
Oh, yeah, we did say that. So I guess we're going to find out, huh?
We're going to find out. So I don't remember everybody who is a part of the Bourbon Lore team. I'm not even going to try to list everybody out. It's an elite group of tasters. It's some of the people who even picked out Pride of Anderson County, right?
Yep.
There were almost 3,000 bottles of this. This is bottle 2320. Proof is 118.6, 7 years, 1 month old. This is made up of barrels that were only distilled by Ben Holladay, the brand as it exists today.
Okay.
Right?
Right.
The oldest barrel in here that was distilled by Ben Holladay is their 19th barrel ever distilled.
And how old is that?
7. Or wait, no, it's like 8 years old.
Okay.
So like their youngest is 7 years, 1 month. Right. And their oldest, I think, is like 8 years old.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's not super, super old.
Yeah. I'm ready.
But it's got like 19 I think what I heard was 19 and 20. Barrels 19 and 20. But the youngest barrel is barrel 2,125. So they've been doing some work over the past.
Doing it. Let them cook.
Hey, let him cook.
Let him cook.
Let Ben cook.
Let's check. See what the women are doing on March Madness, because it's been way more entertaining than the men's, which I think is awesome. UConn and Iowa are currently playing. We want to check the score. While Perry pours it up.
Perry pours.
Ooh, UConn is up 12 points on Iowa.
Dang it. I mean,
you got two of the best.
I'm not entirely surprised. It's UConn.
It's UConn. Still. I mean, Buckner is. I know Caitlin is doing.
Did you not want to have some of this alongside it?
Well, I already drank it. You told me to
drink some more.
Anyway,
I wanted to try that first.
Gotcha.
And then we moved into.
All right.
So,
I mean, I'm just going to say it. Probably the most hyped Instagram, YouTube bottle that I've seen lately. I'll say it. It's true. It's hyped.
Yeah.
It's hyped, obviously. All right. Cheers, my brother.
I just think it smells so good.
It smells dark.
It really does. It's the very concentrated version of the Bottled and Bond.
I was going to say, like, it's not too far off from the Bottled and Bond. It's just darker. It's thicker. It's almost like it's weird. I'm smelling with, like, in my visual realm, whatever I do, it's like a peanut butter. It's like a thick, like, peanut butter.
Yeah.
Like
I agree.
You've stuck the butter knife in there. You're making a peanut butter jelly sandwich, and it's just like you get a whiff of the peanut butter in there.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
It's kind of hazelnutty as well.
Oh, that's a spicy boy or girl.
It's so thick.
It is viscous, to say. Yeah. It's got a
It's got a hug.
It's got a hug to it. I guess I can't really say Kentucky hug on that, can I?
It's got a Missouri hug.
Okay. It does. Oh my gosh, that finish is great. Up front, it takes me a little bit to get to something.
I think it
will
does
say,
too. But I think once it hits, it hits really, really hard.
It's a slow burn to me. The nose is amazing. I love the nose. Up front, the palate is slow. Like it's kind of plain up front, and then you start getting all the what is that? What am I getting here? That's finish. I mean, I love a good finish, and that's it. This to me is all finish.
Buttercream, butterscotch.
I was going to say buttercream icing. Almost on some kind of like it's like German chocolate cake.
Yeah.
But there is a buttercream note on it. I know German chocolate does not have buttercream, but it's a dark, like German chocolate cake, a little bit of coconut, and then buttercream. And I get it all mid-palate down to the finish. That's solid. I mean, they definitely...
I think they knocked it out of the park, dude.
Yeah.
I start to, the more I go back to it, get this really like comforting note to it that reminds me of peanut butter and honey sandwiches on wheat bread from when I was a kid. Like growing up with like a sprinkle of sugar too.
I was getting some sort of like dark bread wheat, and I think it changed to like the chocolate cake. I mean, that's good.
I want to watch Winnie the Pooh now.
Blood and Honey, Part 2.
No, I
have you watched Part 1?
I have not.
You should.
I want to. Especially because Part 2 is doing surprisingly well, especially on Rotten Tomatoes.
Everything I've seen says that as whatever you think about Part 1, like they've got more money or they've made it better.
Yeah.
I'm going back to the Bottled and Bond for a second.
I don't think that's a bad idea.
You can definitely tell that they have the same DNA. There is a kind of a weedy bread. It's just not as thick and not as dark. And you know, you'd expect that because the proof and all that.
You know, the one thing I think I'm missing with the cast strength version, and I know that they are different animals, but the one thing that I'm really truly missing is on the Bottled and Bond, there is a citrus note. And it's not present on the 18-barrel blend.
The closest thing to a citrus note I get is that German chocolate coconut. But it's not like something that like hits you right in the face. Yeah. It's very like, it's just kind of in the mix. I think if I'm going to be 100% honest, which we always are, I think I went a little punk rock on this with my feeling because I've seen so many.
You didn't want to like it?
Yeah, I didn't want to like this because I've seen so many people post about it. So many people say, this is it. And I honestly had no idea what they were talking about. And I started getting that same feeling of, you should know about this. Why don't you know about this and all that? And I'm like, okay. So it's a big popular thing that I don't know about. And so I honestly got punk rock on it.
Okay. So this is still a part of the larger, broader conversation in This Is My Bourbon podcast lore that we keep going back to. The gatekeeping phrase, the gatekeeping notion of if you know, you know, is damaging to bourbon and to bourbon consumers and bourbon community. It just is, you know? And I understand that there are special little releases here and there. I get it. But don't just be like, yeah, well, you wouldn't get it.
Yeah.
Share it around.
Yeah. And I
let it be special, but also share it too.
Yeah, and it's fun. It's fun. It's fun to see bottles like this pop up. I like seeing like people talk about it. Even if I'm feeling that way, that doesn't mean I'm like, F this, blah, blah, blah. It's just, it honestly, like by the time I started figuring it out, I saw that it sold out in like 50 seconds. Like I didn't even know what was happening. And you know, and I'm sure that somebody is listening and being like, you're on a bourbon podcast, you should have your nose to the ground and know all this stuff. I don't. Like, I enjoy drinking bourbon.
Well, if you have your nose to the ground, you're definitely not going to know about any of it.
Well, yeah, 6 feet under is probably what they're saying. Kill this guy. But seriously, like, there are things that come up that, like, all the time. I'll get a message, be like, are you going to pair this? And I'm like, I don't know what that is. And they're like, are you kidding me? Like, I genuinely get messages like that. And this was just one of those things that when I saw it, like, it was like money shot right to my face. Like, it's right there in my face, everything. And by the time, like, I was like, oh, okay, I see what this is about. I was like 3 days behind and they were like, it's sold out. I was like, okay. So yeah, I did. I 100% went full punk rock and like, you know what? I don't even want to like this because so many people were shoving it in my face. But with that being said, this is a good blend. And I think they, you know, whoever was blending this, I know, I think Alves was part of this team. Ryan from Justin's.
Oh, is it Alves or Alves?
Alves? I don't know.
I don't know.
Either way,
I truly don't know how to pronounce his name.
Well, cut that
I've
out.
always said Alves in my head, but I don't think I've ever said it out loud.
Well, you can cut that. Either way, I think
no, I'm going to leave it because I don't know.
I think he was part of it.
Okay, cool.
I see him all the time. He's doing great stuff.
Sorry, Ryan.
That was just who I recognized from like Lexington.
Yeah.
So either way, taking all my feelings of what I just said, the punk rock and I don't like things that are popular. This is good.
You know, and I hate to like call this a review because we're not even gonna give this the typical Timbip like breakdown.
We can. Why not?
Because you can't go out and buy this.
I'm sure there's at least 2,982 people that may tune into this and say, I wonder what they give it. And they could be drinking along with it.
Okay.
They want to hear it.
I'm sure they do.
But you don't want to?
No, I do. I'm just saying, like, all right, fine. Whatever.
Put it through the test.
The ringer. Let's
Put it
do
on
it.
the
Fine.
microscope.
Nose, palate, finish, and price. Each category is out of 5. Final score is out of 20. If you want to multiply it for a score out of 100, just do it by 5.
Do it.
5?
4.
No, 5.
10. 20,
5.
30.
Because 20 times 5 is 100.
I like that nose.
It's a really good nose.
It's a 4. Give it a 4.
I'm going to give it a 4 as well.
That's a thick peanut butter nose.
Solid. I really enjoy it. I think the palate is... I think it's just as good as the nose. I think it's a 4 as well.
2.5.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, it's the plain, like, that bottled and bond is no different than that up front. And I said it. Like, that's what I said earlier. Like, it's the plainest front palate. It's just... If Ben Holladay had like a shelfer, which is probably close to that, it would taste like that.
I think it's as consistent as it can be from nose to palate. That's just me.
Yeah, that's fine.
Finish is big and intense and makes me want to go back and drink more. I wish that I had been able to get a second one of this, because of how much I want to keep going back and drinking it, even just because of the finish alone. 4.5.
I'll agree.
It's
that's why
killer.
I said the finish. Every note that I get on this is in the finish, and I'm not gonna like try to like this one. Or...
I want to remind everybody too. Sorry, we're not dick riding here. I bought this bottle. Bourbon Lord did not pay me. I did not accept this bottle as a review, whatever. I bought that. I spent my hard-earned money for this.
You heard him.
I worked the whole day. Not a whole day.
They're about to find out how much you make a day.
No, it was not a whole day. I worked a couple hours, all right?
But like
it was more than a couple hours. But not a whole day.
I think they get the picture, Barry.
I don't think they do.
I think they get it. I thought I was fired up a second ago. We bring your income into it. And
I finally had some caffeine in me, and I can see clearly for the first time all week.
No, it's I genuinely love a finish, and that just because I call the palate like plain Jane or whatever, I do love a finish, and I can't deny that finish is a 4.5.
Yeah, it's.
I gotta start adding up my stuff until I figure it out. Or I'll forget.
Well, I'll let you know before we get to the price. I'm at a 12.5 with my 4
I'm at 11.
and 4.5. No, you're not.
4 plus 2.5 plus 4.5 equals 11. I gave the nose a 4. I gave the palate a 2.5. And I gave the finish a 4.5.
Wow. Okay. Math is crazy.
I gotta calculate.
No, I believe you. It's just that's wild. It's $100 a bottle.
I'm actually surprised that it is that price.
I
will
know.
be 100% honest.
I know. I think it is like surprisingly affordable.
Yeah.
And considering all the like,
that's probably why it sold out so fast.
Blend exactly, and like the blending and the effort and like the just the work that went into it, and like I'm sure that Bourbon Lore is not making any money off of it either. Too. 4.
I'd say a 3.5.
It sounded like, yeah, I guess.
No, I'm just saying, like, I think with, I mean, it's still technically 7 years old. It's not like we're getting like a hazmat, close to hazmat proof thing. I think I would probably like to see this based on the specs at $80. $100 is right down the middle, and that's usually my 3 to 3.5 is right down the middle. So
Yeah.
Not mad at that.
I'm at a 16.5 out of 20, man.
14.5.
I just think this is a killer bottle. And here's my thing about it too. As much as I love this, I don't have any problem with like breaking this out and sharing it with people.
Yeah.
Either. A big part of that too is sharing the breadth of knowledge and wisdom that, and this is from somebody who is a ride or die Kentucky bourbon drinker.
Bad boy for life.
Yeah. That I was trying to think up something funny to do, and I just blanked. All that I could come up with was going like, "Hey," but even then, it was stupid. So
bad.
It was lame, right? Almost as lame as saying like, it's like that one. You got to do the fun stopper. You put the fun stopper on.
Yeah, that's the fun stopper right there. That's the buzzkill.
Hey. Anyway. Showing people that Kentucky is not the only place that can make great bourbon. And this is great bourbon.
It is. It is. Yeah. Are they going to do more things like this? Like
I hope so.
Let people blend stuff?
I'd love to do a blend with them.
Well, yeah, of course. I love that they
I don't
have a screw top still.
Yeah. I don't even want to go like, Ben Holladay, I know you're listening. I don't take anything at face value anymore. Ben Holladay, if you're listening, I would love to do a barrel pick with you sometime.
Yeah.
I think it would be incredibly fun.
It would. So, they're doing great stuff. Everything I've had, I've not had anything negative to say.
No.
So
everything we've had has been wonderful.
A holiday.
In the sun.
I thought it was Island in the sun.
It is. You're right.
I know my
stuff.
I know my stuff.
Whiskey mutant.
That's right. Don't you forget it.
You're right, but you're off the chain.
This is what the whiskey community deserves, okay? I know they don't want it.
You step another foot out of line and it's your badge.
But they deserve it. Oh.
Man. All right, well, I guess we have to now move into barrel rings, which is our call-in segment of the show. Which
how many we got?
Just one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Just one this week. This is the segment of the show that you can be a part of if you decide to call or text the number 859-428-8253.
It's been a while. 859-428-8253. Call the number. Put your voice on the show. You're like the third host here.
That's true. We only got the one. It's from our buddy Jared, the reigning champ.
He is the champ. Get the crown. Put it on. Where'd the dollar go? There was a dollar laying over here. I had it right there. Hold on, Jared.
If your kids...
Somebody steal that dollar. Oh, found it. Fell off. God. There's Jared's dollar that he sent.
Of course, it's with the McDonald's Corporation.
Yeah, he defaced a dollar bill, so find Jared, government. YouTube intern is having a time with that one.
That sneeze finally got out. Oh, I think I cracked
just
another
like my
rib.
Dad.
He finally got out.
Prison.
You remember that whole plot in It's Always Sunny? When his dad got out and they found out that his name was Ronald McDonald.
Ronald McDonald. McDonald's? We got a dollar.
It's so good. Anyway, all right. Here's Jared's voicemail.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Jared here. Apologies in advance. I'm still getting caught up on the podcast. I missed when I was on vacation, so this won't be the most topical barrel ring ever. But yeah, thanks for asking. Jamaica was awesome. Appreciate your concern. Me, the wife, kids, we all had a fantastic time. Just spend pretty much the entire trip at the pool. The kids drinking as many virgin tropical drinks they possibly could. And they just drinking rum cocktails. It's like the longest the longest I can remember going without drinking any whiskey, except for one crappy old fashioned from the pool bar. It was not very good. Otherwise, just rum cocktail after rum cocktail. Fantastic time. Swimming at
Just get a
dolphins.
bourbon and Coke.
Luminous Lagoon, where I got stung by a jellyfish. 2 out of 10, don't recommend.
2 out of 10.
But yeah, you know
2
what?
out
We
of
had to
10.
put the fun stopper back on
What's
and
worse?
come
Fun
back to the
stopper.
real world. And that's where we're at
He's
now,
using
getting
it.
caught up. Perry, huge congratulations to you and your family. That's fantastic news. Wish you guys the best. I'm not gonna try to give you advice. I know you got Eric there. Well, I don't know. I don't know if you want to go to Eric for
Son of
advice, but I'm sure it's good enough. But yeah, hope everything goes super awesome. Hopefully there's not something terrible that I missed that I'm gonna catch up on later and regret. But yeah, I'm gonna get back to catching up and doing my taxes, and I will talk to you guys later.
Taxes. I'm putting it off to the last day. I'm putting it off to the last day. It's depressing. It's depressing the amount of hard work I put into life to give it back to the government. Really, it is. It's depressing. That's my high proof hot take. Taxes
Suck.
They suck. Why do I work so hard just to give it back? What am I getting back? What do I get back? What do they give me?
Your tax return.
I don't get a tax return. I've not got a tax return in forever. Yeah,
You have 3 dependents.
Mm-hmm.
You have a mortgage.
Mm-hmm. I haven't got a tax return in years.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. It sucks.
You need a new tax guy.
Well,
Better call Saul.
My tax guy is me because I do it online. I just put it in there. I put everything in the boxes.
Fair enough.
I put everything in the boxes.
Okay. Thank you, Jared. First of all,
Yeah, Jared. Thank you for getting high proof hot take, Eric. Early on in the episode, you always like to mix things up and make.
That's not what I was saying. Thank you for, but we'll go ahead and get taxes out of the way in general. This is a reminder to myself that I do have to get my taxes done.
How much is it? Do you have to pay to get an extension?
No.
Can I just? I'm going to see how far I can extend. How far can you extend it out?
It's to October.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, but
is it like a big process? Should I do it for science?
I mean, you can if you want to, but it depends on if.
Is it probably better?
Is April going to be mad at you?
Probably.
Then don't.
Okay. Yeah, I'd definitely be mad.
That's the first.
I just like, yeah, I got them taken care of. I'm like, it's like October. I'm like, oh shit, I got to do the extension thing. 5, 3, 2, 1, 2, ba 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 ba. Surely they're not.
And you just learned Eric's social security number. He's all the way back in the 5s.
Surely they're not going to audit this shit, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I got to take care of that over the next week, which I really just don't want to. But anyway, thank you though on the congratulations for the next kiddo. It's crazy because there are parts of it that feel real, but it still is like it doesn't feel real because I'm so laser focused on raising Eden.
Yeah.
Still that and I guess once we start like the nesting process for the next kid, the next daughter, baby, it is a girl. And I don't know if I've said that on the podcast yet or not. But it is, we can officially say it is a girl. But for my next daughter, things will start to feel more concrete. But I'm so honed in on making sure that Eden is okay and making sure that she is taken care of and living her best life and is still being parented and raised the best that she can, you know, and that I'm still doing my job as well as a parent. And I don't know. I hope that I am as well equipped as I can be to be the parent of 2 children. I know that I'm going to
You're going to be fine.
Struggle as much as anybody is going to
I can
figure
help
it out.
you.
Well, I know.
I can give you one of my kids for the next couple of months. And
No.
You can just figure it out.
Nope.
It's
No.
like a training.
I'm good. Just give me I feel like it'd be better if you gave
Dash
me
asks about you all the time.
Well, that's awfully sweet, but that's not the same as like having a newborn.
But it would show you what it's like to have 2 children in your house. I'll give them to you.
But
I'll give them to you.
But he just asks about me.
Yeah, he wants to hang out.
That's not like him asking me to like take care of him.
Well, I mean, we can make it that.
I think you fundamentally misunderstand the difference between.
This is my responsibility as your friend to help you get ready. You can have one of my kids.
You're conflating the two ideas.
Have one of my kids.
I'm really concerned. No,
2 days. 1 day. Half a day. 10 minutes. That's all I need.
When was the last time you had sex? Because it sounds
2 days ago.
Okay, well. Hey. Same here.
Okay.
Well. Are we on the same schedule?
Maybe. It's spring break, and that's impressive.
Wow. Hey.
So just
look at us. Anyway, so
I'm glad April doesn't listen to this.
I'm glad Lucy doesn't listen to this.
Kill me. What are we doing right now?
I was talking about being a dad to 2 kids.
Oh yeah.
What I was really getting at was like thinking that I'm trying to record the podcast. Was thinking that I have at least like my wits about me when it comes to being a patient parent and like being able to process emotions and explain things well to my kid right now. And I'll provide an example. We got home from daycare today, and on Fridays they get suckers. Fridays are sucker days.
Yeah.
And
Same.
Eden got done with her sucker, and we got home, and she wanted to hold on to her sucker stick. And I was like, we have to throw it away. And she was like, no, I want to hold on to it. And she started getting frustrated and yelling at me and everything. And I started getting frustrated too. But I was like, there's no compromise here. Like, we are throwing this away. It's not a toy. You can hurt yourself. We can wait here as long as it takes for you to understand this. And she was still in her car seat and everything. Yeah. So there was like nowhere for her to go. So, I mean, like I had that going for me at the very least. And she finally like gave in and she handed it to me and everything. So I got her out of her car seat and I held her and I talked to her and I was like, we're when we tell you these things, like a sucker stick can hurt you. We're telling you this because we're worried. Like, we don't want it to lead to something worse. We don't want you to hurt your eyes or your ears or your nose or your throat, or, you know, we're looking out for you. And all of these things are to make you a better person, which is going to eventually lead to you being a better big sister. Because when your little sister comes along in a few months, you've got to show them what it means to be a good kid.
Right.
And like it, and even if it doesn't, to me, like, even if it doesn't like land, even if that seed isn't planted right now, I'm still breaking ground. I feel like I'm still breaking ground.
I am going to put a reminder in my phone for 2027 on the same day. And I want you to do the same thing.
Okay.
So 2027.
April 5th, 2027.
Yeah. Just put like revisit something like sucker conversation. I don't know. With Perry. Revisit sucker story.
I'm putting revisit sucker stick conversation with Eric.
Okay. So in about 3 years, we're going to revisit this, and we're going to see how your thought process changes. Because as someone who has multiple children,
sure, I'm not even saying that I'm doing it
no,
right.
Listen. That is an important, like, that's how it is. It's like, don't do this. And by the time you get to multiple children, you start to pick your battles. And you will probably be in this same situation with your next child who's doing this. And you will be like, okay, I remember how much of a argument this was. And you'll probably be like, okay, if you're not going to hurt yourself, play with the sucker stick a little bit longer.
Sure.
That's just my advice as someone. Yeah. It's not advice, but like a warning is. It's almost like when I got to my third kid.
I know what you're saying.
It was like, just do it. Just go. Just go.
Sure.
So I can't wait to talk about this in 2027.
I'm making sure that this is saved.
I saved it. It's on my calendar.
All right. Well, I don't know for sure that it's saved for me, but even if it's,
give me your phone, I'll save it for you.
I keep trying to go. I'm such a. What was it, Croomer?
You're a coomer.
Croomer, not coomer. A coomer is something completely different.
You're a coomer. What? What? That's the thing we said.
No.
What did I say earlier?
You said croomer. Someone who is cringe and boomer.
I love Goof. Put it back. The picture.
That was you before you shaved your head.
Oh, I hate you.
Let's skip hyperpod takes because I feel like
I already said one.
Yeah,
we said taxes.
They suck.
Everybody's hyperpod takes right now.
Yeah, they're the
taxes.
Worst. Tips and bits.
Tips and bits.
Yeah, what do you have to recommend this week?
I got anime week. I started 2 new animes, and not all anime this week. I will say Bad Batch continues to be so good. That is the kind of the spinoff of Clone Wars, different things on Disney Plus. It's the final season. We're almost at the final episode. Oh, Dave Filoni.
What is the new
Dave Filoni? You are a beautiful man.
What's the new Star Wars animated show that's coming out?
Tales of the Empire?
Yes.
It's going to be like shorts, and it's going to be from the Empire side.
Yeah, and it's going to be...
But yeah, that's it.
No, but it's supposed to be based on the story of... Why can't I think of her name right now? I know the story was Morgan Elsbeth.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Which is crazy. I'm super excited for.
Tales of the Empire is coming out. It's going to be awesome.
There was something else I wanted to show you. Oh, it was the poster for Fantastic Four from yesterday. It was
I looked at it.
Oh, dude. It was the Human Torch reveal.
Who is it?
Well, I mean, it was just the look of like his look for the Fantastic Four.
Oh, that looks great.
Movie.
Who? Oh, it's
It's Johnny Quinn.
the guy that plays.
Yeah, from Stranger Things.
Yeah. That looks awesome.
Oop.
Okay, I'll approve.
Yeah, dude.
I like it.
Oh, he looks so good.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, so Bad Batch, Disney Plus. I would recommend going back and watching Clone Wars, and all the other shows before that. This is the final season of it, so yeah, don't just go watch the latest episode. You won't understand unless you just have like a infinite knowledge. You're like a watcher or something like that. Anime wise, I started a anime called Bartender. Yeah. Look, they even on the back.
Oh yeah, you sent the
It had old Granddad in the background. Look at this. Look at these bottles.
Yeah.
Oh, Granddad 114, 4 Roses, early times, like so cool.
You might want to get on the mic and talk about it.
I'm talking to you right now.
Yeah, but we're also recording a podcast.
What's that? They literally I've talked about this multiple times.
Yeah.
Whiskey in anime is a thing.
We talked about it with Dave Jennings.
Yes,
too.
Dave Jennings. We talked about Wild Turkey being in Trigun. This literally shows the back of the bar, and there's Old Granddad 114. Like, Old Granddad 114 is in an anime. This anime is called Bartender, and it is about, like, pretty much this. They anime it up. Like, this.
I gotta watch it.
It's about this bartender who's just the best bartender. People come in there and they share their stories, and he makes them a cocktail based on, like, he just knows what they like. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And like the first episode is about this like corporate guy who's in charge of bars at a hotel, and he's like he's almost got like discouraged about everything, and the bartender just knows what he's going to want. And he makes him this cocktail, and he's like, it changes his life. It's just, all the episodes are like that. Different person walks in, different story. He makes them a cocktail, and it even tells you recipes at the end of the show, like how to make cocktails they talked about.
Oh, snap.
It's so good.
Okay.
So good. There is also an anime on HBO Max, or just Max.
Yeah, it's just Max these days.
Called Ninja Kume. And what? That's what it says. What?
You want to be a ninja?
That's what it says.
You want to be what I'm hearing. I'm sorry.
Oh, yes, I want to be a ninja. This is not on Netflix.
You learned from watching.
No, this is not on Netflix. This is on Max.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I do. I do.
We're morons.
I know. But this anime is, so this is gosh, I feel so like just out there saying this. So when there's certain shows that like Western companies, America, they will try to make an anime, but they'll get people that make Japanese anime to help them.
Yeah.
So it's very like, it's anime, but also like you can tell it's like American like action influenced. And this is a simple story. It's about a ninja who fell in love with another ninja. They defected from the organization, and now that organization is hunting them down. Mm-hmm. It's super entertaining. The music is awesome, and the animation is great. There's no complexity about the story, and I just love it. It's fun. I think you can put it on dub if you don't like watching subtitles. It's got a great. I'll watch the first episode dubbed as well just to see, and I highly recommend it.
Nice.
So. Marlboro Lights is what you recommend right now.
Hey, I used to smoke Reds, but now I smoke Lights. Don't even think about doing those crushers. Don't do a Camel Crusher. They don't work.
I used to be a model. I'm still
You're still a model. Oh my God.
Amstel Light, the beer.
Well, I recommend.
Well,
going out
it's
on
time
the
for
back.
me. It's time for me to recommend. It's time you go down to the hoedown to showdown.
I recommend you goats. What do you recommend?
I recommend. I don't know if it's a recommend, but it's at least a peek into what I've been doing recently.
Okay.
Because I'm at least going to be streaming it on twitch.tv/mybourbongamer
Okay.
coming up. Well, it will have been this past weekend. Not this coming weekend because I've got to get our taxes done. So hopefully after the weekend after taxes, whatever. But I started playing Minecraft for the first time.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah. I love it. I really, really love it. I'm having a whole lot of fun playing it.
You know, there's a movie coming out.
Yeah, I don't want to watch it.
Jack Black.
Yeah.
Playing Steve.
Why?
I don't know. That's just what's coming out. Don't get mad at me.
My Kung Fu Panda?
Exactly. Now you get it.
I'm just I don't know. I understand why it's so popular just because of how expansive and peaceful it is. And I'm just, and it's just nice. It's such a break from every other video game that I've played over the past
You just do what you want.
5 or 6 years.
You literally do what you want to.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm trying not to get too hung up on like I go underground way too far, and
You can't feel bad about killing pigs. You got to stop that. I know it's hurting.
It is, and I'm trying to get over it very quickly. But I'm starting a series on my Twitch channel that is, in general, it will be called like millennial. Like blank millennial has never tried. Idiot, moron, whatever millennial plays Minecraft for the first time. You know, something like that. And just my like journey through trying to figure out how to play it.
Just put your whole like detail in there.
Yeah.
Blank from blank plays this. He's about to have 2 kids, plays
millennial dad from
this place, this town, this address. Text message me at this, plays Minecraft.com.
Exactly. Anyway. But I've also, I don't know. I got nothing left.
Nothing left?
I'm worn out.
But if you have something left in your pockets, you can go to patreon.com/mybourbonpodcast for as little as $1 a month. You can support the show. But at $5, you get all the bonus stuff. You get all the bonus episodes. We do pregame chats. We do pours from the floor. We don't boo. We do Simply Irresistible. We do Pop Chicka Wawa. All the bonus stuff. You get this episode uncut a day early. It's the best place to support and get all the 10-bit content. Like, y'all don't, if you're watching or listening and you think you know 10-bit, but you're not on the Patreon, you don't know 10-bit, baby. You don't know 10-bit. You can also go to thisismybourbonshop@gmail.com. You don't go to it. You send an email to it. We sent emails during the pregame chats, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You can send an email if you want to go get some merch. This is my bourbon shop. No, that's wrong. Bourbonshop.threadless.com. You can get all the designs Perry makes. He puts them on there. You get discount codes, all that stuff. Go there. Bourbonshop.threadless.com. If you want to follow us on all social media, you can go to Instagram. You can go to Twitter. It's not Twitter anymore. It's X. At My Bourbon Pod. Follow the show. You can follow me at Whiskey Mutant. I post reels. I do pairings, all that stuff. If you want to get personal with Perry, You can follow him at pritter1792. If you want to go to Facebook, we have a Facebook group where you can post stuff. You're allowed to post whatever you want. We let people post just anything. But we also post show updates. You can go to Facebook and just join the This Is My Bourbon Podcast Facebook group. Answer some questions. We'll let you in. It's all good. It's all gravy, baby. And then if you want to be part of the Barrel Ring segment, which we said earlier, just call 859
428
8253.
There you
That's it. You can be on the show.
go. We're doing great.
Yeah, we're doing awesome. We also have a P.O. box if you want to send us samples. So you want to put something in Flying Blind. You want to send us a snack to do sips and snacks. You want to send us something to do on the pregame chats. Perry, tell them where to send it to.
P.O. Box 22609, Lexington, Kentucky 40522.
There you go. Send it there. Also, like, comment, subscribe. Do all the stuff. Share the show. Go to YouTube if you're listening and you want to see us. See us. Look, hype. See that hyped up bottle? Go to YouTube. This is My Bourbon Podcast. You can see this episode. Perry, his fingers bleed when he's editing this.
See?
They bleed.
See?
Put some blood on there.
Yeah, I am. That's why I said, see?
Yeah, it's bleeding right now. He edits this. He does all the stuff. But yes, just tell people about us. We got a VIP weekend coming up. We got a live show coming up. It's a party. Come hang out. Do it. It's the end of May. It's May 23rd through the 25th. We got VIP tickets now. Pretty soon we're going to have the live show tickets. Get on that. That's an episode.
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's everything.
pretty much.
Okay.
Next week,
What? What? I don't even know what's happening.
I don't either.
Oh, got me. I thought you had something.
We'll see.
You have something.
I have my fingers crossed on something. We're gonna. I have to spend a couple of days trying to get a particular bottle, hoping that it comes out.
You need me to do something? Are you going? Am I going to have to do that thing again?
Patrick Swayze's dead, bro. See y'all next time. Until then, I'm Perry.
I'm Eric.
And this is My Bourbon Podcast.
Is it?
Jeez Louise.
No.
He's been dead.
No. I just watched Roadhouse the other day.
Don't you know when they're in the little box that you...
They're still alive, right? Everybody watching the box.
Yeah, it's always there.